So I have the privilege of being the chair of Awaaz, and it is a privilege. You're about to hear and see some powerful testimonies, some powerful stories of people who are survivors of mental health issues. Take a listen and ask yourself one question. What can you do to help us?
Before Awaaz, I was on my own. I don't know about nothing, nobody helped me. So one client from you, he just explained me, he said, go there, Awaaz, a lot help. And I come here, get a lot of help from here. Get my accommodation, pay my old debts, sort me old letter, my health problem very well, I stop alcoholic. Then I have been sick last year. So I ring ambulance, nobody come, just ignore me. Then I ring you, then you ring. The people come straight away, give me 3 to 4 day hospital treatment. And you people still ring me, they find how are you, but okay. So now I don't drink now. See, a lot of better now myself. Before I was not very well, now even have money all the time. Lot to change my life, lot to change life. Since me joined Awaaz.
I've been diagnosed with psychosis. We helped by Awaaz to look for a house because the house that I was living in didn't have gas or electricity. And they also get me some pots and pans because I didn't have any. Now I am living in a safe environment. They also helped me to get regular food from a food bank. So it makes me feel a bit liked or loved by people. Since getting support from Awaaz, my mental health has get better. Awaaz has helped me with everything and to be a better person.
My son Varun was very ill and we didn't know what was wrong with him till he was sectioned, and then he was referred to another agency. He was referred to Awaaz, and then we found out Awaaz was more cultured organization, and thereafter he became very he was very shy in the beginning, and then he opened up. His personal hygiene wasn't very good and he didn't eat very healthily and he used to drink a lot. So now with the support from Awaaz, he's a lot better. It's taken a lot of pressure off us because we can't care for him because we don't know, what needs he has. Awaaz have done a very well job. And I wouldn't want this service taken away from him.
My intake of alcohol made me very sick, and I was like losing control of myself, physically, mentally, and spiritually. I had to stop, otherwise I would have ended up dead. Awaaz have helped me to get new accommodation, which made the biggest change of my life. My flat is now my home. Before it wasn't. Awaaz has helped me with my debts, my drinking habit, my accommodation, and my communication skills with people. It's been a big, massive change in my life. It's taken time for it to happen, but it's been worth the while.
I had a marriage breakup for 25 years, which was difficult to cope with. And plus I had 2 strokes, which took the toll on my mental well-being and physical well-being as well. And my mental health actually went a lot worse then. It got really, really bad then. My depression, started to drink a bit more than normal. I wasn't eating properly. I wasn't taking my medication on time. And that's when I got referred to Awaaz. Because after 25 years of marriage breakup, it was really, really difficult. I lost my job as a youth worker, so I had to kind of start from scratch again, and it was really hard. And I just didn't know which way to turn. I mean, before I came to Awaaz, I didn't see no light at all. If I'm honest, I was suicidal. But now, slowly, I could see a little glimmer of light. It only might be small at the moment, but I can actually see a little light. But I know it's going to be a long road. It'll probably take me another year to keep taking the steps forward, and hopefully I'll get there.
जब मैंने इंग्लिश नहीं आती सी जिदा लैंग्वेज प्रॉब्लम सी ते फिर मैं ਮੈਂ ਬੇਬੀ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀ, ਮੈਂ ਮਿਸਕੈਰਜ ਹੋ ਗਈ ਤੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਘਰਦਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਟਰਬਲ ਕੀਤੀ, ਰਿਸ਼ਤੇਦਾਰਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਵੀ, ਮੇਰੀ ਹਸਬੈਂਡ ਦੀ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਨੇ। ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਫਿਰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਅਰੇਂਜਮੈਂਟ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਰੋਂਦੀ ਸੀਗੀ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਅਰੇਂਜਮੈਂਟ ਕਰਕੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਹੌਸਪੀਟਲ ਪਾਤਾ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਮੈਂਟਲ ਆ। ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਮੇਰੇ ਟੀਕੇ ਲਾਏ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸਾਰੀ ਸੂਰਤ ਸੀਗੀ ਮੈਂ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਗਈ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਆਈ। ਮੈਂ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਹੌਲੀਡੇ ਚਲ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹਾਂ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਹੌਲੀਡੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਜਾਣ ਦਿੰਦੇ। ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਚਲ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹਾਂ, ਮੈਂ ਸ਼ਾਪਿੰਗ ਕਰ ਲੈਂਦੀ ਹਾਂ ਅਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਦੀ ਗੋਲੀਆਂ ਦੀ ਜਾਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ। ਮੈਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਦੱਸ ਸਕਦੀ। ਜਿੱਦਣ ਦੀ ਮੈਂ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਣ ਲੱਗੀ ਉੱਦਣ ਦਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਛ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਾ ਮੈਂ ਕੀ ਕੀ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੀ ਹਾਂ। ਹੁਣ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਕੁਛ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਲੈਂਦੀ ਹਾਂ, ਫਿਰ ਮੈਂ ਡਰਦੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ। ਹਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਫਰੀ ਹਾਂ, ਮੈਂ ਠੀਕ ਹਾਂ, ਮੈਂ ਕੋਈ ਗਲਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਕੁਛ ਵੀ ਹੈਗਾ। ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਪਿੰਜਰੇ 'ਚ ਸੀਗੀ, ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਨਿਕਲ ਗਈ, ਉੜ ਗਈ ਅਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਕਿਤੇ ਜਾ ਸਕਦੀ ਹਾਂ। ਮੈਂ ਕੋਈ ਗਲਤ ਕੰਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦੀ, ਨਾ ਮੈਂ ਲਾਈਕ ਕਰਦੀ ਕਰਨਾ, ਅਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਹੁਣ ਹੈਪੀ ਹਾਂ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਲੰਗ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੀ ਹਾਂ। ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਨੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ, ਅੰਜਲਾ ਨੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੈਲਪ ਕੀਤੀ, ਮੈਂ ਕਦੇ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਲਾਈਫ 'ਚ ਭੁੱਲ ਸਕਦੀ।
We have been here for 20 years delivering culturally specific services which are needed within the BME communities. And the last 3 years has been a major struggle with all the cuts we've had within the service. But the communities have not reduced, they have increased, and we need the funding to deliver those services to them.
आवाज़ ने मेरे लिए सबसे पहले मेरी आइज़ ग्लासेस आइज़ के लिए वहाँ पे मुझे लेके गए, वहाँ पे अपॉइंटमेंट बनाई तो फिर उन्होंने मुझे ग्लासेस दिए। तो आवाज़ की मेहरबानी, शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ। आवाज़ ने मेरे लिए बहुत काम किया। पहले बहुत सर्दियों में तो बहुत ठंडक होती है यहाँ पे, तो जो पहले तो जो डोरें लगी थी वो पुरानी डोरें थी, ठंडी हवा अंदर आती थी। तो फिर आवाज़ वालों ने जाके वहाँ पे देखा तो फिर इन्होंने अपॉइंटमेंट बना के तो ये जो डबल ग्लेसेस मुझे डोज लगा के दी, इनका मैं शुक्र अदा करता हूँ। आवाज़ की बहुत मेहरबानी। आई कांट रीड राइट इंग्लिश है, इसलिए आवाज़ ने मेरे लिए वहाँ पे आके और मेरे लेटर पढ़कर तो फिर मेरी अपॉइंटमेंट बनाकर वहाँ पे मेरी हेल्प की। थैंक्स।
I didn't have no friends and I didn't have that much confidence and emotional support really. The only emotional support I got off my sister who who sees me sometimes, and I was by myself. I wasn't improving, I wasn't enjoying my life. When I've come to Awaaz, they've helped me a lot because they've spot my weak points and where I need to improve on. Awaaz, when I need someone to speak to, I can always come down to Awaaz and talk about my problems, and when I need help with something, Awaaz would be helping me out.
I've been with this service since February. They've helped me on getting out of the house, shopping, cooking, in the gym, and I'd like to continue with the service. Awaaz meets most of my cultural needs. Before I wasn't really getting out of the house, but now I'm getting out of the house a bit more.
मैं कुछ भी नहीं सी करती, बैठी रहती सी घर पूरी जा सुती रहती सी। बच्चे स्कूल जाने मैं पूरी दिन सुती रहती सी। वो बेचारे बाहरों खाना मंगवा के खाते सी। अगे नालों मैं काफ़ी बेटर हाँ। जिस दिन दी आवाज़ आई है मैं इन्होंने काफ़ी मैनू हेल्प की है। मैं काफ़ी अपना खाना शाना बच्चों भी बना के देनी हाँ। काफ़ी मैनू मदद मिली है तू। ये मैंने डॉक्टर ने क्या भी ऐसी जे तू ऐसे तरह रही फिर तुहानू मैंटल हॉस्पिटल भेजना पेगा। तो जिस दिन मैं इत्थे मैं काफ़ी बेटर हाँ, मैंने हॉस्पिटल नहीं जाना पिया, मैं काफ़ी बेटर फील करती पई हाँ।
Before I was stuck in the house all the time and I had nothing to do. Now Awaaz helped me and take me out every week. Actually, I used to sing at home when I was doing Santans, I used to have my keyboard and everything set up there, and I used to sing. I stopped singing because of my health 20 years ago when I was ill. But now I've started singing again now with Awaaz with Talla.
उस वक्त मैं डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस का विक्टिम था। तो मैं इधर नॉटिंघम में आया तो मेरी फैमिली ने मुझे जीपी के पास मुझे रजिस्टर्ड करवाया। उस वक्त मेरी हालत बड़ी वर्स थी क्योंकि एक्स फैमिली ने मेरे साथ बहुत जुल्म ज़्यादतियाँ की हुई थी। जो उन्होंने मेरे साथ ज़्यादतियाँ की थी उस हवाले से मुझे डिप्रेशन और मेंटल हेल्थ प्रॉब्लम हो गया था। और उसके बाद मेरे जो हालात थे वो इस काबिल थे कि मैं हर रोज़ सोचता था कि मैं अपने आप को मार दूं, खुदकशी कर दूं। तो ये बातें मैंने अपने जीपी से की तो फिर उसने मुझे मेडिकेशन पे लगा दिया। उसके बाद फिर कुछ इम्प्रूव नहीं हो सका तो मुझे जीपी ने रेफ़र किया आवाज़ के पास। उस वक्त मुझे ये प्रॉब्लम था कि मैं इंग्लिश नहीं बोल सकता था। तो ये आवाज़ जो है ये स्पेशली एशियन लोगों के लिए जिनके पास जो इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज नहीं बोल सकते, इनके पास पंजाबी, मीरपुरी, हिंदी बोलने वाले सारे लोग मौजूद थे और ये लोग जो है ना बहुत सपोर्ट करते रहे हैं। इनको अपने आप को वॉलंटरी इनके लिए पेश कर दिया कि मैं आपकी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए, आवाज़ के लिए, चैरिटी जो है इसके लिए मैं वॉलंटरी काम करूंगा। ताकि मुझे ये खुद डिप्रेशन हुआ था, अभी स्टिग्मा और ये जो मेंटल हेल्थ प्रॉब्लम है ये सीरियस प्रॉब्लम है। तो मैं अपनी कम्युनिटी में लोगों को ये बताता हूँ कि खुद मुझे ये प्रॉब्लम हुआ था लेकिन मेरी ये सारी प्रॉब्लम्स रिकवर हो गई हैं। किसकी वजह से? आवाज़ की वजह से। या ये इन्होंने बहुत काम किया कम्युनिटी में, स्पेशल एशियन लोगों के लिए। तो मैं तो यही कहूँगा कि इनके लिए जो है ना वो तो मैं कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ।
Before I came to Awaaz, I was very suicidal, basically, and very alone within my own thoughts and things. Yeah, I faced stigma and discrimination from my own community, and that left me very isolated and very alone. Angela introduced me to the Time to Change project, which is an anti-stigma campaign to reduce stigma and discrimination in mental health. Voluntary work, it's built up my confidence and self-esteem. I feel my social skills and my people skills have improved by doing the voluntary work, and I feel I can speak a little bit more openly about my mental health and my experiences with it. The stigma and discrimination associated with mental health problems, people think that you're violent when in reality we're normal people who've got a health problem. And I hope to, in future, make sure there is no stigma and no discrimination when it comes to mental health within the BME communities and the Asian community.
I've become a volunteer with Awaaz to reduce stigma and be against the mental health problems. And also this may improve the life of people, depending on the circumstances, because people may not be the same in problems.
So I've had my own personal experience with mental health issues when I was at secondary school, actually, and all of a sudden I thought this is a problem and it needs to be dealt with, but it did take me a while to sort of speak up about it, and you sort of think at the time, oh no, like this is going to change my life and everyone's going to suddenly know this thing about me and it will change it, but it didn't at all. It just meant now that I was getting help, but nothing else in my life changed. Everyone still treated me the same. That's sort of why I wanted to help out with our sort of Time to Change, because of that made me feel really passionate about the cause, and that it's okay to speak up about it. if you were sort of on the outside looking in, you wouldn't realise how hard it is in the BME communities. But actually being in one, you do realise that it's such a difference in culture, and it's just simple things, saying the words, they can't even say it.
When I found myself pregnant, what I didn't realize at the time, that I was in the process of losing a child because it wouldn't have survived. Knowing what I know now with medical science, yeah, I could have done a lot, but I take the blame, I've killed my own child. To commit suicide, I've tried it. There was nobody there for me. Thinking about it now just bring back loads and loads of pain. The depression taken where everything around me just collapsed, my whole world collapsed. But after that, I went to college and I started something. Then I started to do voluntary work with Changemaker until I was recommended to go to Awaaz. And I think that's the best thing I ever did. I just opened up and I talk. I wasn't pick and choose my words because they're the same ethnic minority as me. So we need a lot more support. We need a lot more funding to go into Awaaz. We need it. I need help from the Awaaz. I need help from the staff. I need help from the community for me to talk about all this to other people.
So you've heard some very powerful testimonies today, and we know we've done some good work over the last 20 years. What we do know is that the problem is not going to go away. So we really need your help to help us to make sure that we continue to do some of the great work that we've done over the last 20 years.